is just fantastic. Captain's log, subdate 220520.1. Long-range scans indicate that both have a weak spot, with the only drawback being that it is under their respective fupas. As the Arcadia is far too large, I'm taking the shuttle pod to assess the situation and plan our next move. These titans will fall. Welcome everyone to This Week at Twitter, or twat. Today we're going to start with a random block of the week. Yes, I come across them from time to time and I keep forgetting to include them in this series. For this we go to Cog's Twitter account of Backwards Internet. He really loves that man. From Ultravillain Z. Now as you notice here, you are unable to view this tweet because this account owner limits who can view their tweets. Turns out, this is where it comes from Dark Autocrat Enjoyer. There are two tweets, one of which is a quote retweet. People that think this is funny are not human. They are usually the same ones saying log off and touch grass, yet they can't understand why someone would be hurt by a betrayal and breach of trust. Nobody that has ever actually had a friend finds this funny. Underneath, looking at this loser expressing genuine human emotions must be a, if you think like this you are subhuman and should block me. What I found fascinating about that was, you, Dark Autocrat Enjoyer, actually blocked Cog after suggesting others block you. The situation concerning Nick Fuentes and Jaden is funny. It's unfortunate, of course, when any relationship falls apart, but this is the internet. People rag on each other all the time. If you put yourself out there as a type of person and it all backfires in your face, or you align with the wrong person, ostracize everyone else, vilify, abuse, believe yourself above the very rules that the rest of us abide, chances are the internet is going to rag on you regardless, because you to them are a joke, and Nick Fuentes has become quite the joke. The levels of salt and copium you see on Twitter on a daily basis are comical. Now what I found fascinating was, and we go back to the first tweet here, you're unable to view this tweet, because I'm also blocked, having never interacted with you in the slightest. You are such a brave person. Although I would say, for the sake of it, what Cog says to other people, I won't say. It's not in my nature to, but I assume you're using a block bot, because you're a bitch. So next, I'm bringing back something else I haven't used in a while. Americans ruin everything! We go to Salem in Massachusetts for a chop suey sandwich that looks like absolute blasphemy. I could roar that into the microphone if you want, but I just wanted to share with you how utterly disgusting the cuisine is. I could say it's the chop suey that's the problem, or the really depressing bap you're using. That poor defenseless bun deserves better, and by that I mean burger, with some pulled beef on top and gravy. Yes, maybe a bacon too. Do I need to make more sounds and stammers to make this sound less appealing? That looks like it's something out of Alien, or like you've killed a bunch of baby squids. Ew. Moving on. So first we're going to talk about Elon Musk. And for this we're going to use Sophane. Name something that Elon Musk invented. Now based on what he's been tweeting out recently, we can't say salt because that's been ongoing for years. We can't say he created the point proven by your own responses because that's been going on for a while as well. We can't say he created Byte because that's been going on for years too. He didn't create money, so I guess the only answer left is nothing. He didn't invent anything. I'm not entirely sure what Sophane's point was, and of course I'm not using this as a reason to rag on him. I love Fane, I really do, but I'm sure there's a larger point. So let's now go to Elon's tweets to prove my points. Elon Musk. Even though I think a less divisive candidate would be better in 2024, I still think Trump should be restored to Twitter. As far as I was aware, Donald Trump and Elon Musk had actually had a conversation, and Trump had declined the offer to be allowed back on Twitter in favor of pushing ahead with Truth Social. And I think that might well be the right thing to do. Grow an alternative platform. Whether it's succeeding or not, at least he's trying. That is what really matters here. Another tweet from Elon Musk. Biden's mistake is that he thinks he was elected to transform the country, but actually everyone just wanted less drama, with Zach Hunt underneath memeing it. How cute. When one thinks about why Biden was elected, it was solely to beat Trump. His Build Back Better plan has not gone to plan. There are issues within his own party that have led to it being stalled, and with the midterms fast approaching, it will be very interesting to see how Biden fares, along with how he adapts depending on the outcome. Notice how I haven't taken a stance? Yeah, there's a reason for that, and it's because of all of you. You're all welcome. Elon Musk again. The attacks against me should be viewed through a political lens. This is their standard despicable playbook, but nothing will deter me from fighting for a good future and your right to free speech. That tweet doesn't hold as much merit until you know this tweet, which was tweeted 2 days earlier. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindness party, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now, watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. Popcorn emoji. The fun thing here is, he got a lot of responses, and when you scroll through them, wow, wow, wow. Just wow. People really are relentless, and once you turn away from the light, boy oh boy, do they get angry. If Elon Musk wants to push ahead with this idea of free speech, there are going to be consequences to it, of course there are. Good and or bad, depending on what you perceive to be good and or bad. Elon Musk believes that by pushing ahead with this, he can unlock Twitter's true potential. Perhaps evolve it from Charmander to Charizard by skipping Charmeleon. I will in this instance defer to each and every one of you as to whether or not you believe he can in fact achieve this. So next, let's talk about Keffals and Melina. Melina is the wife of Destiny. Destiny was yeeted off Twitch because, essentially, of Keffals. Keffals, though, while bragging about ratioing many people on Twitter, is more of a snowflake than anyone else. In favour of deplatforming, in favour of censorship, in favour of tiny little point scoring cheap wins, cause reasons. And those reasons, a lot of them, are utter BS. So Melina had tweeted out, Lamau never even engaged with this pathetic shit. Keffals had blocked Melina. Keffals had retweeted with, yes you have, you liked a tweet where Lauren Southern was complaining about having to delete a tweet where she said I will never be a woman. Why? Because Keffals had said that Keffals wanted to ratio Lauren Southern. The meme, that thing, a really cringy shit meme where Keffals did in fact ratio a fair few people, and Lauren Southern wanted to protect her account. So Lauren Southern did remove this tweet, giving Keffals the dub. Congratulations. Now Melina did like the tweet from Lauren Southern saying deleted a banger of a tweet to survive the mass report. But that doesn't mean engaging with Keffals, it means Keffals went to the person's account to look at what they like. It doesn't mean engaged with you directly at all, you pedantic little shit, and a snowflake. Now this spiraled even further, with Melina saying, I'm supposed to apologize for liking a tweet when you're the one person who removed my husband's income. Do you even know what it's like to have a real problem? Keffals actually deleted the tweet. I see that dub didn't last long. The tweet says, so instead of apologizing me for liking a tweet by a white supremacist who said I will never be a woman, your response is to call me a pathetic piece of shit and an effing loser. I have never seen a more bad faith actor in my entire life. You don't seem to know what bad faith is. You are spurging out over an indirect connection. That's it. Are you going to go after everyone that liked Lauren Southern's tweet? Because there were quite a few people that liked it. Or are you just going to go for the other people that were big enough names because their husbands have lost their incomes because of you? One is showing themselves to be a tad obsessive. What I found really interesting was underneath that tweet from Melina, there were many debates, with Claudia Brown going to bat for Destiny. When Saf said getting banned from Twitch is a real problem, Lamau, Claudia went on to educate them on what a real job is, and what contributing to society is as well, because Saf is a moron and a black-pilled boomer. Being a streamer or a content creator can be considered a job if it is your sole source of income. It is mainly my job, which is why I'm trying really hard to fix it, because it's not doing so well at the moment. Smash like, leave a comment, share the video. Claudia Brown continued to bat for this, when others saying maybe he shouldn't have got himself banned. Claudia again steps up, and when Rob, the person in question just then, decides to be a prick, Claudia continues to engage to make them look like the biggest dipshit on the planet. Now how does this all end? You see, Keffals is big, brave and strong. Keffals also knows that Keffals can't win because Keffals is a moron. So Keffals blocks Melina once again. Congratulations Keffals, you've taken your dub, tucked it somewhere safe, and run away. But I will point out one thing I found fascinating, is that with all the tweets that you responded to from Melina, the one you didn't respond to and Gappy V pointed it out, is the one where you ask how you could prove to her you're not transphobic. So Keffels just wants to bully you for clout, not to actually fight for trans rights. And that is Keffels to a T.